Good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day to every father out there. This is mine. How's it going, Dad?
It's going great, son.
So, he's gonna take the reins this time, or I guess I should say the chains, and you'll understand why in a bit. So, Dad, what do you have in mind for us?
Well, a lot of sweat, a lot of fun, a lot of heavy chains, and I just am so looking forward to having a video of you and I working out for the memory bank.
Me too. So here we are on our warming up nice and easy with a walk.
I like to walk a lot more nowadays. It's just my knees feel better. Well, I still like to run. I just have tried to make my running count more. So whenever I run like hill repeats on soft surfaces. If I only have hard surfaces available to me, I'll just walk, just as a self protection.
So we have this really nice hill in the neighborhood that we like to use for warm-ups and sprints and all sorts of things. I always like to come back and run it. We've run that hill way more times than we can count, haven't we?
Yes. Good memories and tough memories.
Definitely tough. My best mile time, I finished on that hill, 4:43.
That's amazing, son.
Now that we've walked a little bit, we're going to do some warm-ups. My dad's got about 5 different movements we're gonna do. So would you care to explain real quick?
Yeah, the first one is going to be a side shuffle or side skip.
Number 2.
Number 2 is going to be karaoke.
And what else we got?
We're going to have a walking lunge. And then a backwards walking lunge. Then we've got a sumo lunge. Skips are, I'm not sure what they're called, but they look like this. Or Super Mario's is what I like to call them. That's what I like to call it too, so everybody knows exactly what we're talking about. Super Mario.
one set of chains is not enough there.
Well, so what is it you're doing here?
These are shoulder shrugs with the chain. I like to hold them until the chain gets that snap back. It's still part of the warm-up. It's not even the full part of the workout yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to hold them against that snap back because I think they really work it out.
In case I didn't mention this sooner, he's a firefighter. How long have you been doing it, Dad?
Well, I just started really about 29 years ago.
Ah, just started about 29 years ago. Still a newbie.
So if I was a tree, I'd still be a baby. So Wes, I call these, I don't know what I call them, they're side twist. But I do them because certainly in my job, but for sure in life as well, we do so much twisting motions. And I think that you should prepare yourself for those. And I try and replicate so much of the twisting motions that we do in my job with the chains. And I try and get a full twist, keep my feet planted, keep them at my waist, and then I just do a little twist. It's such a little motion, but it's prevented me from having any major back problems throughout my entire life.
And do you do any variations?
Oh yes, I do several variations. I try and do about 50 of these, and then I have to step forward a little bit. So then I do that's the lower range of your muscles. It's the same muscles, but it's a different part of it. So now I try and do a mid-range. And I also try and hold them back against the snap. I think that builds good strength. And I also try to do about 50 of those. And then I've got, my last one is a high part of your muscle, high part. So I go all the way up with the same twist, but I'm getting the other sides of the muscle that you don't get. So it's the same muscles, but it's the different sides of them. And that way, no matter what you're doing, for us, we're reaching for ladders and putting holes in the ceiling or in the top part of the wall. But for a lot of people, it's just putting up their groceries, reaching for that photo frame on the top wall, or getting something off the bookshelf. And I think that this really will help prevent any of that. How do you feel, Wes?
Good, good. I really feel that all the way up my sides.
And hold it against that snapback because it always wants to snap back. This is more of a live weight than a dead weight because it's always trying to pull itself out of your grip. It's shaky, it's wobbly, it gets heavier at the top than at the bottom. That's one reason why I really prefer them. It's more real. How's that, Wes?
I like this one even more.
With the chains, it's really not a static or dead weight. It's a live weight, and I prefer that because I think it's more realistic, and it's certainly in my line of work where things are always moving or squirming or however it is with a live weight versus something just solid and balanced like a dead weight, like a dumbbell or a barbell. And these chains are always shaking and wiggling and moving. I really prefer it. And they're heavier at the top than they are at the bottom. Make sure you hold it all the way through the snapback. That makes it really hard.
So, Dad, what's the next exercise?
This is my sledgehammer hits.
And it's a cash out workout.
cash out workout. 10-pound, 20-pound sledge. I try and do double the amount on the 10-pound with each arm, and then half the amount with the heavy one each arm. So usually I'll do like between 20 and 50 of these with each arm, and then I'll do between 10 and 25 each arm with the heavy one.
We got a stump right here.
I prefer this over a tire because a tire gives you that cheap bounce back, whereas when you're hitting something like a stump, there's really not much of a bounce back, and you wind up having to lift the whole sledgehammer every time you hit.
That was more than 10.
It was. Like that, son.
That was good. So we're all done?
Yes, sir. Except for rolling out. We're gonna do some foam rollout. That's not what I was talking about.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you, son. This was the best gift ever.
Take care, everyone. Move consistently, move creatively, master your mindset.
What he said.